Hey everyone, this morning I woke up to great news. Patch 5 dropped and along with a few other changes, namely like everyone's super excited about honor mode. There's a few other bug fixes and other additions, and I'm looking forward to the party inventory management because that is something that really bothers me. So I'm glad that that is finally in. But there is also a new epilogue and I have a save file for my bard for the epilogue, so we're gonna go watch that right now.
You and Gail have made a home for yourselves in Waterdeep. Sometimes it isn't clear what he loves more, his research or you. But when he looks into your eyes or up at the stars while he sits by your side, you know the answer. One such night, your reveries are interrupted by an embarrassed apprentice, delivering an urgent message written in a frail hand. An invitation to a gathering of former allies, those who stood with you against the Netherbrain 6 months ago. Gail the adventurer has quickly become Gail the academic, but he's all too happy to leave his tower for this meeting.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
No way. We can talk to everyone?
Now there's a face I know
Oh.
well indeed.
Okay, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do.
Others can pluck wine for
We're in Act 1 camp. Wait, I wanna see the owlbear. I haven't seen the owlbear. Hey, look at him playing with a firefly.
I should speak up.
Oh. This is the ending I wanted. I wanted more. Wait, I wanted to speak with them.
I play with Big Brother Scratch, but
Oh.
am careful. He's small.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna pet him again. Another scratch. I'm overwhelmed. I wanted to say hi to the owlbear first because I've lost owlbear my entire playthrough. Oh, God.
Yes. Miss this. More.
Oh, more pets? Oh, you said more, so okay. All right, one more pet, and then I gotta go pet Scratch. I love the armor on the owlbear. Okay, that was the last one though, because I gotta go pet Scratch too. Okay, you got 3 pets already.
Yes. Miss this.
Oh God,
More.
how do you say no? You can't say no. Oh goddamn, no, no, I gotta go pet Scratch. Let's go say hi to Shadowheart. She's right here. Oh, she's leaving.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Are you joking? I've been counting down the days.
Honestly? So have I. Well, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Oh. Oh no, I'm feeling emotional again.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it?
I'll take that as a compliment. You look good too.
I suppose I do, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm glad you seem well. Truly.
Oh, tell me what you've been up to.
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
Come on, tell all. Where have you been? What have you seen?
One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
Ah, your parents would be proud of you.
Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. And one day we'll be reunited.
What else have you been doing? Oh, what's next for you? Yeah, she already said that. Oh, I don't know. I want to ask all of this. What else have you been doing?
Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poisoned blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans.
Oh, a friend on the inside. You mean Nocturne?
None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready.
You must be wondering what I've been doing this past while.
Must I? You presume a great deal.
I don't know what I've been doing.
I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all.
Tell her you've been living a quiet existence, and you're very glad for it.
As am I. It's well deserved, and I dare anyone to argue otherwise. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves.
Don't worry, we'll keep in touch.
I'm sure we will, but let's be proactive about it all the same. We're more than capable.
Yeah.
After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars. Don't be a stranger.
Miss you, Shadowheart. Oh gosh. It's like getting a D&D group together is so hard.
Now, there's a face I know well and... Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Ah. You just show up at camp. It's wonderful to see you, Volo. How have you been?
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature. so you needn't even bother with the release form.
Ooh, that's great.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
The hero and I? No, I'm not gonna correct him. I love it. I love it. Go for it, Volo. Just go for it.
I knew you would. Perhaps once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword. Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you.
Sure.
Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Can you just drop? He's me at social gatherings. I'm so chismosa, I just like listen. Okay, not in a creepy way. I'm trying to get Scratch. Oh, Scratch is sleeping, but... oh, look, Scratch is
Familiar
sleeping.
sight. Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
He kept the D20. What have you got this time, Scratch? Where's Scratch been living?
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like to throw.
Of course, I'd be happy to. But first, how have you been?
Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Albert. I've got so many best friends, I hardly know who to play with.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear you fared well since our travels together.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
It's not dangerous anymore, the artifact, is it? Okay, I'm going to pick it up. And I'm gonna throw it for him. Is it? Oh gosh. I have my elegant robe. No. I wear my party outfit. Oh.
Don't mind if I do.
So I guess he did not. What's in these chests?
Let's have a look.
Clothing chest. Oh, I can dye everyone's stuff or mine. All the outfits I missed out on. Oh, are these all the outfits you can get? Could you dress everyone up? Oh, Jahira. She's right here, so.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
I missed you too, Jahira.
How nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing, huh?
It's a kip, but it's our kip. I wouldn't change a thing.
Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three, but nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
She's strong-headed like her mother. All well and good. But what about you? I want to hear what you've been up to.
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
Love Jahira. Where we are standing now, this camp is my home, even when I'm far away.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Sure. Lae'zel, why are you glowing? Oh, you're astrally projected.
Old friend. For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. But to see your face, it brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
Limbo, she'd said. A plane of chaos where you might drink fire like water, where you might breathe ice instead of air, and the home of the mystical Githzerai. Once the Githzerai were one of the Githyanki, until bloody civil war severed them.
The Githzerai! That's what I'm making my dark urge a little bit into. Your efforts to topple Blackith are well underway then. Oh, wait, I want to ask this. You've been to Limbo? Does this mean does this mean you mean to ally with the Githzerai?
I do. I approach the gates of Shraktalor even now.
Shraktalor. How well you know the name. The capital city of the Githzerai, and the home of their immortal god king, Zerith Menyar Agith.
Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to Minyara Gith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Whoa. Hold on, the great warrior Lae'zel on a diplomatic mission?
Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyara Gith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces.
Yes.
My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
When will I see you again?
Soon. When the comet has risen. When the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I missed you. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Oh, I miss Lae'zel. Oh, I know I have a new playthrough, but as my bard. Oh wait, we'll save Gail for last because we're married. Astarion's brushing his hair.
Hello, darling. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
I've been living, seeing as much of the world as possible.
You've become a traveler and a vagabond. A soul after my own heart. But I'm glad to see the world has treated you well. You've earned it. We both have, in fact. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt, with old friends.
I love that it is the Act 1 camp. Also, it's like I'm trying to figure out what I've been doing for the past 6 months. I don't know. I don't think I'd stay in Waterdeep. I think even if Gail is reading and being an academic, I think I would, travel a bit. Have you been dreaming? What about you? What have you been up to? Yeah.
I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero.
A hero!
It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
That's hilarious. Oh, Astarion, one of the good guys. Who would have thought?
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been.
Oh, so he has like a really good ending from not ascending. Do you ever miss walking in the sun?
I did at first. But then I realized. These shadows, this darkness, it's all a part of me. I spent too long defined by what other people did to me, the choices other people made for me. But that's over now. This is who I am. In all my glory, for better and for worse.
Oh, I love that for Astarion. He really is trying to find the good in himself. I'm glad to hear it. Acceptance looks good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy.
Glad.
We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Oh, don't make me emotional like this. It's hard because it's like I've just freshly finished the game, so I'm still feeling it. Karlach! Hey, best friend.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God! He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean.
You're so clean. I missed you too.
I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had some good times. Wish Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side. Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside Avernus. You haven't seen the last of old Karlach yet, soldier.
I'm so glad. I really want her to be able to come back. I'm so glad to hear you might be able to fix your heart. You must be so happy.
Trying not to count my owlbears before they've hatched. But the thought of coming back to Baldur's Gate keeps me going. Can I look you up when I'm out?
You had better, or I'll hunt you down for myself.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
I hope not. I want her around. Who's up here? Who are you? I don't know you. Wait. Astarion's done. Oh, the Baldur's Mouth Gazettes are here. All of this food, I really want to... Hey! When I decorated camp, I did pretty much this. Remember when I decorated Act 1 camp? There's something over here. Hold on. What is this? Withers! I want to loot everything so badly. Why are there scrolls here? Wait a second. Let me talk to Withers first.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I feel satisfied. I accomplished everything I wanted to do.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
And your adventure. Okay. Let's do that last. Let's talk to everyone.
14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Boo! We are not dreaming! It is our old friend!
There's Boo. It's good to see you too, Minsk.
Oh, and it is good to be seen. Oh, after so many days down in the dark, Minsk began to wonder if he was some blind bug who had only dreamed himself to be large and bulksome. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover.
You were in a cell? What for?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jahira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
Oh my god. You're gonna be executed? It sounds like Withers got you out just in time. Oh, what? Why are the Zentarum... Okay.
In ample time indeed. So long as the Bone Mage returns us to our cell by dawn, Boo would not be late to the bloodshed. But leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales. How have you filled your days since we tore the sticky tyrant from the sky?
Just living my life now that I found someone to live it with.
Aha, the lovebirds still nest together then? Minsk is glad. For what is life without a companion? Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? Ah, you are right, Boo. That is, none of Minsk's business. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go, and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable. This pond shall do nicely, Boo. Though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over. There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
Breathe deep and take in the scents around you. Oh, there is a roll. Okay, good, I made it.
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
I smell fragrant flowers in a mysterious accent I can't quite place.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough Cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in.
Oh, she did. How have you been faring without your warlock powers?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
Oh, he became a ranger.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
Aww. Have you had any time to visit your father?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart.
Oh, I feel like I got such a good ending.
That's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Jeez, take it easy. I love the way camp's decorated with all of these.
I wish it could last forever.
Fruits and vegetables. Okay, who are you? Who are you? Because I am the bard here. And why is it not Alfira?
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
Tough gig.
You have no idea. You've no idea who I am. Withers couldn't even find a bard that knows who I am.
Of course I recognize the greatest bard of all time, the famous you. Good lord. I am so good at being this way.
You know? You're bloody right. It is an honor. Deep down, I knew you'd recognize me. You're a fellow bard, after all. What can I do you for?
I know you, Lil. I'd like to change a song.
Your wish is my... etc. What song do you want?
Oh, I don't know. Oh. Like something that feels rich and warm. Something nostalgic and gentle. Oh, wait. Do you have any new compositions? Something that's never been heard before?
Fantastic idea. It'll suit the whole affair perfectly.
Is this a new song? Is it?
This seems pretty red, but no, not even close.
Astarion. Is this a new song? Hey, Gail.
You're quite certain I look acceptable?
Oh.
I can't remember when I last wore something other than my teaching robes. Feels a little odd to find myself in something so unsinged.
Aww. You look as wonderful to me as you did on our wedding day.
That's a relief. I wasn't sure if I'd made too much of an effort. Or perhaps not enough.
This is so relatable. Am I overdressed or underdressed?
If only you'd applied those efforts to that thing on your chin.
The day I shave this beard, Tara, is the day I shave you. For both our sakes, I hope it never comes.
Oh, I love that his cat is
I won't
here.
keep you to myself for too long. But while I have you, I want to say thank you for encouraging me to attend this evening. Teaching at Blackstaff Academy has proven such an unexpected pleasure. Sometimes I find it hard to tear myself away. Just one of the myriad unexpected ways life has delighted me in recent months. Even my own city feels new to me, now that I share it with you.
Aww. Oh, the yawning portal, that's right. Yeah, I love Waterdeep as much as its denizens love me. The yawning portal has never given such rapturous applause.
I'm just glad you're happy there. When we met, our lives were rather different, and being here this evening, well, reminds me how much has changed. When our adventure began, our troop had no more in common than the worm in our brains. Standing here, now, I no longer see the people we were. Frightened, desperate, alone. We changed. We survived. And we did it together. I've missed them. I've missed this.
So have I. Sometimes I wish our adventure never ended.
I wouldn't go quite that far. Living without the threat of imminent ceremorphosis seems infinitely preferable to life on the precipice of such a transformation. As I told you long ago, it is to be avoided.
It's one of the
God
first
knows
things he
we
said.
suffered for our salvation, but it was worth it, wasn't it? We did something incredible. And wherever life takes us, we'll carry the memory of that with us forever. Now, much as I could spend an eternity in your company, we see plenty of each other already. Tempting as it is to keep you all to myself, would be terrible company if we didn't mingle for at least part of the evening.
He's so reminiscent of like actual me at a party. Like I'd rather just be with the person I'm with. I'll kiss him first. What?
I love you. Now go on, before I change my mind.
You booped my nose! What the heck? You booped my nose!
Oh, hello, darling. I wasn't sure you'd make it.
Doesn't Tara live with us? Oh. I wouldn't have missed a chance to see my old friends again.
Yes, you are a very social sort, aren't you? Gale's never been kept so busy in all his days. No wonder his studies are suffering. But such is the way of love, isn't it?
We'd both love to see you more, Tara. Why don't we have tea when we get home?
I'd like that very much. Thank you, darling. Now, enjoy your party. You've quite earned it, if the balladeers are to be believed.
Oh, cute. Could you speak to her even without speak with animals? I want to read these Baldur's Mouth gazettes. Oh my gosh! Edition 255, Baldur's Mouth editor resigns. Links to Gortash regime unfounded. Absolute emergency over declares fist. Last Illithids rooted from sewers. Charessa's Rancontour Raphael reported dead. Black market, black magic, devil's fee goods still unaccounted for. Selenite outpost decimated by unknown assailant, now protected by the sword of Selûne. Dame Aelin! Oh, I wish she was here! Daughter of disgraced general returns to Wraithwind, serves as local healer. It's Isabel. Head banker deposed at counting house. Oh god, wait, I want to make sure I don't miss any. Why is there a dagger here? I guess for cutting meat and stuff. Wait, let's look at the other ones. What's in this chest? Hold on. Okay, wait. Those letters from people. Edition 233, Tsar 6, silence continues at Noble's Palace. 6 months since the assassination of Archduke Gortash. Small son, Tour new district built by Elturian refugees. Janus house to host evening of art and culture celebrating salvation of city. New Bardic school, Tiefling founder secures upper city funding? Tiefling founder, who would that be? New Bardic school. Oh, Alfira! Alfira? Volotham Gedarm's Guide to Baldur's Gate. Bard seeks contributors to newest edition. Last holdout cultist cleared from Temple of Baal. Ironthorn wreckage continues to block shipping lanes, complain merchants. Not a goblin creature spotted crawling along Elf Song Bar, reported to be Githyanki child? Is that the egg? Is this the egg? I thought I gave the egg to Lae'zel. No settlers return from lands upriver. Curse persists. Oh no, because the Shadowland, I never lifted the curse. Business boom, take your troubles to the House of Grief. Wave Servant murder solved. Ravenguard returned to full strength. The Wizards of Waterdeep exclusive interview with Savior of the City. Gondians disband. Gone time has come and gone. Oh, it's because no one survived. Gondians no more. Wilburn Bongle. Iron Hand gnomes take center stage. Iron Hands and Gondians rebuild. City's new era of ingenuity. Plan our pain. City caught in center of Githyanki War. Planar pain, sorry. 6 months on Ramazith's Tower without its wizard. Roland? Did Roland not survive? Roland came with me as an ally, right? Thorm's army dispersed from Baldurian borders. Fresh talk, an interview with the new master of Ramazith's... Oh, okay, here. That's Roland. Report, Stone Lord killed by beloved ranger. They think Minsk killed Minsk. High Harper no more, hero druid goes to ground. Almond cakes of Avernus, Elturan refugees and owners of the city's newest cafe share their recipe. Site of Foundry blast still sectioned off, says Fist. Oh god, I don't know if I can read these chest of grateful words. Official guild letter. To the hero of the realms, we have followed your adventure closely. From the day you fell from that doomed nautiloid to the final blow you struck the Netherbrain as it loomed over the Sword Coast. We are but a humble guild, who pride ourselves in telling stories not unlike the tales to be written of you for many years to come. How inspired we have been to witness your feats as awesome and terrible, the lives you saved and sundered, the friendships you found. Thus, we thought to extend a greeting, to thank you for adventuring with such creative determination, such panache, enough to touch the hearts of each of our number. With greatest gratitude, the Guild of Great Genius. Letter from Barkus. To whom it may concern, Withers gave me this address and I said I could consider writing, thus an update. The Iron Hand gnomes are nearly beyond help. I've managed to yoke them into something resembling a coherent force for innovation. We've been hired to assist the city's reconstruction, and our steam-powered object motorations are helping to move building supplies in every part of the city. It's nothing, really. I am well. I trust you are too. We deserve it, after all, don't we? Barkus Root. Letter from Valeria. This drinker. Salutations! I'm writing to request your help in a mysterious case that has arisen since our little Balian bash a half-year ago. Regrettably, I've had to take the credit for dispelling the Baal cult, in your absence, you understand, and I'm working on routing the remaining Baalists from our fair city. With the new promoted Blaze de Vela Fountainhead in tow, of course, this has made me a target. A false document bringing my name into ill repute has been made public and alleged unpaid bar tab at the Elf Song. Yeah, this sounds true. If you happen to be passing through with a bindle of coin, perhaps you can persuade management to my obvious innocence. Much obliged. Investigator Valeria, Sleuth of Helm. P.S. Any advice on getting Baalis blood out of my clothes? My hat's not been the same since the murder tribunal. He took credit for all my work and wants me to pay his bar tab. I love that little elephant. Letter from Ravengard. Hero of Baldur's Gate, vanquisher of the Absolute. The city is forever in your debt. For without your valor, your audacity, your sacrifice, I would not know renewal. It is not temples and inns and homes that I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before it suffered the Absolute's touch. And that is as it should be. The survivors have borne witness to their homes' near destruction. They have come to regret turning a blind eye to the cruelty Gortash disguised as safety and security. And they understand, just as I have come to understand, that trust, compassion, and unity are the foundation of Baldur's Gate. Our gates are opened once more to the disowned and displaced. The Flaming Fists will learn to be true servants of the people, and I will devote myself to ridding the gate of the shameful fears that allow evil to enter our homes and sit at our tables. Yours, Older Ravengard. Letter from Halsin. My friend, I was truly heartened to learn of your success in the fight against the Absolute. The whole of the Sword Coast and beyond owes you a debt that can never be repaid. I dearly wish I could have joined in your moment of celebration, but the shadow curse remains, and so my vigil must continue. Perhaps I shall yet discover a way to restore light to this place, but until then, the memories of my time traveling with you shall sustain me through all manner of hardships. If the Oak Father is kind, one day I shall feel the warmth of the sun and know the joys of your company once again. Yours until the end, Halsin. I wish it didn't bug out and I was able to lift the shadow curse. Arabella, letter from Arabella. Hey you, it's Arabella. You remember me, right? Bone Man once said, I needed to find balance, where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Fancy talk. He was right though. After I touched that idol in the grove, it was like a big tree started to grow in my head. And all these weird thoughts and feelings and powers sprouted on its branches like big black leaves. I had to figure myself out, so I followed the weave, like Bone Man said. I don't know how I knew what to do, I just did. After you squished the brain, Beard Man showed up, said the weave led him to me, and me to him. He's teaching me how to make sense of all those leaves in my tree head. He says I need to use magic responsibility. He also says not to call him Beard Man. I'll let you know how it goes. Beard Man? Gail? Gail has a beard. It would be something that Gail would do, teaching her. Letter from Edvard. Oh my gosh. The publisher, the Baldur's Mouth? A small extract from a published polemic tabloid. Polemic tabloid? A note is attached at the top. I will not be silenced. E. Needling with Edvard, friends, Baldurians, my people, consider our loss. Our lauded and benevolent patriarchs maimed. Our great upper city libraries demolished. The very beating heart of our great city, the right to speak freely, dead upon the cobbles. Do you not see, my friends, Lord Gortash, formerly our greatest bulwark against the Absolute, is now smeared as a collaborator. His allies and colleagues tossed aside. Former publications of repute turning to censorious farces. I ask you, the pamphlet continues in much the same fashion. This guy, he's never gonna quit. A letter from Floric. Dear friend, I doubted you for so long. Perhaps you knew that already, in spite of my best attempts. You proved yourself time and time again at Joaquin's Rest, in Moonrise Towers, in Worm's Rock, and still, I doubted. The Netherbrain's defeat should have proven your courage, yet I was more doubtful than ever. This was a ruse, a dream, a trick. And then, one eve from the elf song, I heard it, singing, a raucous, lewd tune's drunken refrain. I've never heard anything more terrible and more beautiful. I raised my voice and joined the chorus. That was the moment all my doubts melted away and were replaced with something more valuable. Hope. Baldur's Gate will be whole again. I might have doubted you, but you never did. With profound admiration, Floric. My gosh, Floric doubted me even after the saving old Ravengard and the... Okay, I thought at least I've earned some of her trust. Alfira. Hello, friend. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I have the most amazing news. You know how Lacrissa was working insane hours at the Elfsong Tavern? Well, she woke me up one morning, all excited, and told me she had a surprise for me. She took me to the house in the lower city, and it had a plaque hanging up outside it. A plaque with your and Lihala's name on it, and School of Music beneath. I just burst into tears. I couldn't believe it. It's the cutest house you've ever seen, with a big open space downstairs, and a small loft where we can sleep. Word spread, and before you knew it, I had a room packed with trainee bards from Candlekeep to Waterdeep. Lacrissa had quit the elf song to help out. I'm teaching night and day and fall into bed utterly exhausted every night. And I've never been happier. Do come and visit sometime. We'd love to have you. Lots of love, Alfira. Sorry. Letter from Damon. Hey there, would you mind passing this on to Karlach? Thanks a mil. Karlach, if you're reading this, you're alive. One way or another, you've found a way. Thank the gods. I think of you often, wondering what's become of you. Write to me, won't you? Please. Yours faithfully, Damon. Does Damon like Karlach? Can I talk to her again after this? Letter from Elminster. Gail, my boy, I can only apologize for my absence from the Wither's little gathering. As you know, only the most urgent of business would keep me from indulging myself in this excellent taste in sweet meats. And your steam company, of course. I was delighted to hear that you came to your senses with regards to that cursed crown, and delighted yet further when I learned that the orb's malingering presence no longer poses any threat. In that sense, at least, I hope you feel Mistra treated you fairly. I hear you've been dabbling in a spot of educating, a noble profession indeed, and no doubt after your adventures you've plenty of wisdom to share. If I might offer a modicum of my own, keep your head sharp, your heart kind, and your larder stocked. After all, one never knows when an old friend might drop by. Elminster. Letter from Nocturne. Dear Shadowheart, I hope you are happy and well. I must keep this short, as I remain surrounded by Shar's followers almost every waking moment in my new enclave. I dearly wish for you to enjoy your night spent with old friends, and I hope that you and I shall share such a reunion. I know it must seem strange for me to dwell on such heretical thoughts, yet I cannot help myself. Perhaps one day I shall find some measure of bravery that you did and walk away from this life. Until then, I shall keep safe and hold memories of you as my one ember of light amid an ocean of darkness, until we find each other again. Once again, yours always, Nocturne. Letter from Voss. Githyanki scripts. Tirsu adorns one side of the page, the other is written in the common tongue. Shalak. Orpheus may not be with us, but the comet shines ever bright. Breath by breath, battle by battle, Blacketh's death draws nearer. I have taken to the astral plane, slaughter all who must be slaughtered, and spread the air's truth to every possible ear, willing and unwilling. Many Githyanki have already taken up arms as warriors of the comet. Others have remained in their enclaves or traveled to creches, dedicating themselves to our cause as scribes, spies, and slave scholars. But our alliances do not all call themselves children of the Gith. Zareth Menyar Ag-Gith, the Githzerai's God King, has requested an audience. There was a time I would have thought such a coalition unspeakable. But with the Githzerai at our side, not even the full force of the Kithraki could stop us. If Vlaakith is to fall, perhaps two skies must be made one. Vos Rev Rilkal Torpheus, Knight of the Comet. I wonder if these are here in case some of your companions don't make it, so I don't know if there's more dialogue. Letter from Hope. I had a dream last night. Not that there are any nights here or any days. It was a dream about you, all of you, and you were here with me. I had to serve bread and jam and oat crackers and cheese and enough tea to quench a desert. You nibbled and sipped and smiled and laughed, and you asked if I was happy. Nobody has asked that for so long, and I don't know if anyone has ever asked at all. I didn't have the words to answer, so instead, I led you through my house and showed you all the souls that are here with me. They were Raphael's once, but now they only belong to themselves. The archive is an art gallery, the boudoir is a grand kitchen, and the dungeon is a refuge for any wounded soul or creature that finds its way to us. Am I happy? I don't know, but I am Hope, and I persist because of you. I love that letter. Marina? Thought I'd reach out first for once. I finally had my baby, a beautiful boy. I can't believe I ever thought of giving him up. He screams his head off half the night and I barely slept, but I'm the happiest I've ever been. Other than my wedding day, of course. I decided to name him Connor, after his dad. With Ethel gone, myself and some other hag survivors have started our own publishing house. We've only printed a few pamphlets so far, but I'm halfway through my first book. Me, an author. It's like something out of a dream. Mind you, it's all about how to kill hags, but you know what they say, write what you know. With every pamphlet we publish, more people show up to our support groups. As happy as that makes me, it breaks my heart to see how much harm Ethel did. But so long as I live, another hag won't set foot in Baldur's Gate. You have my word. Anyway, the reason I'm writing isn't just to talk your ear off, it's to say thank you for saving a scared young girl who thought she'd be a terrible mother. I couldn't have been more wrong. Next time we meet, pints are on me, Marina. I'm glad that she turned around. 9 fingers, my god. She bugged out as well. I'm not much for leaving my city, but it does gladden a girl's heart to be asked to the ball, so I'll thank you very much for that. In my place, except a few casks of fine vintage that managed to roll their way down from the upper city in all the commotion. The rebuilding has given rise to many such happy opportunities, worth discussing more over a more civilized drink in my guild hall, if you find yourself at a loose end. Enjoy the muck and see if you can get the High Harper to sing to you. You won't be disappointed. The High Harper to sing to you. Jahira? Will she sing to me? Wait, let's see if I can talk to Karlach about that letter.
Look at this place. At us. This is the best party I've ever been to.
Ah, okay, I can't. High Harper. Jahira to sing to me. Was that an option?
Why are you looking at me so? I'm enjoying myself. You look upon fun, Jahira.
Well, sorry to spoil the fun, but it seems Minsk has landed himself in a Zhentarim cell.
The man just makes friends wherever he goes, no? Fine then. I shall keep him from jumping back through a portal in the morning.
Okay, good.
Or perhaps follow him and give the Zhentarim a talking to, if my head is sore enough.
Okay, so Minsk is gonna be okay. Who else had a letter to them? I just want to see one last of everyone.
Away, my friend! Minsk shall soon strip, and Boo would not see you blinded.
Oh god. Okay. I don't want to see that.
Withers is well versed in the preparing of meat.
Just one last
Cheers
word to
you.
everyone.
Cheers to Withers. Cheers to all of us.
Because Jahira had one. Oh, here, Nocturne had a letter to Shadowheart as well.
I've missed wine. Had to resort to making my own cider recently, which isn't bad, don't get me wrong. But a girl can't have fun with apples alone.
Shadowheart is a drinker. Oh, you could have a future in brewing. Start your own label, maybe. Shadowheart's Special Scrumpy.
You might be onto something there, though the name might need work. Somehow it sounds rude, even though I know otherwise.
Can I have another hug, please?
Oh, twist my arm and break it, why don't you?
That's all I wanted to do, hug Shadowheart. Oh, another hug.
That hit the spot.
Oh, I love that hug.
Don't be a stranger.
Last word to everyone. Because this is really it, the end, and this is what I've been wanting.
Oh, boy! Is it lovely to sniff you again?
Oh boy. Want to play fetch?
Do you even have to ask?
I'm so glad to hear you fared well since our
I
travels.
certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
One last pet. Pet your old friend Scratch. How come the throw didn't work on the artifact?
You always know just how to do it.
Oh. Wait, let's try throwing it again. Oh, here. Go get it. Go get it, boy. Go get it. Good boy.
I play with Big Brother Scratch, but I'm careful.
I'm just gonna pet everyone. I just want to see if there's like final words and then Wither's time. Those letters, I got really choked up with Alfira's letter. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that would hit me. But all the tieflings are probably gonna be there.
Yes. Miss this. More.
Love that owlbear. I love this owlbear. How did it get so big so quickly? Okay, one more from Gail, one more from Astarion, and one more from Lae'zel.
This seems pretty red, but
I know my charm is intoxicating, but let's not be poor company.
You are intoxicating.
Go, have fun. I promise I'll stay out of trouble for one evening.
Okay, fine. Oh, where's Edwin? I wish Edwin was here. Put him there for reasons.
after everything, this feels nice. A chance to take a breath, metaphorically speaking.
This is nice. Yes. I think that's the right word for it.
Good wine from the looks of it.
I think that's everyone, right? Oh, I didn't have a last word with Volo.
Don't worry, friend. I'll be sure to send your royalties by post once the manuscript's published. I'm certain I have your address around here somewhere.
It's okay, you can just ask Withers. Oh, I like the song he chose. Yeah, okay. I was gonna go talk to the bard again, but I like his song and I don't want to ruin his flow. What's this? What's the divide odds? What are those? D20s! Divine odds. The D20s. Oh my god, that's so cool. Recipe of elixir of arcane cultivation. Though the book is mildewed and covered with what seem to be imprints of animal guts, one recipe in particular is still legible. There is a joy in helping others that I never knew. While I myself have never had any talent for manipulating the weave directly, I cannot get the look of wonder on Necro's face out of my head. That look he had when he imbued this potion, it fills my body with a soothing electricity I had thought impossible. Recipe for 1 elixir of arcane cultivation. Extracts needed: vitriol of weave moss, sublimate of belladonna. Method: in small doses, add the sublimate to the weave moss vitriol, being careful to mix thoroughly until both extracts are seamlessly combined. Shudder on a low fire or leave in the sun until the arcane energy becomes tangible. The last paragraph has been encircled thrice, once in blood. And as always, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. I miss reading that. The Book of Willing Souls. A neat list of Baldurians and the deaths that befell them. Beneath, an annotation from Withers. Souls snuffed out in the battle for Baldur's Gate. Perhaps some might deign to return, should their city ever have need again. Savrin Ortholo crushed by a falling roof as he held the door for others to flee. Nance D. charged a mind flayer that entered her granddaughter's room. Died with her second-best scissors in its eye. Borelli Quickflint brought a nautiloid down over the bay. Oh gosh. The other heroes of Baldur's Gate, basically. What is this gold pendant? I want to see what it is. Though this necklace looks simple in design, the tiny filigree triangles holding the gemstone in place demonstrate the jeweler's skill. Oh, I thought it would be something special. The Unclaimed, we've read that. Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide, we've read that before. I mean, I could read it again. It's here, so it's important to what's happening here right now. The Unclaimed. In life, her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her. Her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death and found herself standing in the pale and faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. 1,000,000 souls and more passed her in colorless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instructions in her ear. No guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air, coming and going, and still the goddess did not come for her devotee. Kelemvor pitied her as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but he could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn. That not of forgetting, but being forgotten. I read it in Act 1 and it didn't quite hit that same feeling as it did now. That's sad. Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces. Disease, war, funeral rites. But there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless eons, it was Yurgul, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare, until even he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane, and Merkul must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Merkul claimed primacy over death from Yurgul's bargain. Is it Yurgul or Jurgul? I don't know. But even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kelemvor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die, after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. I want to take this specimen. Volo's Guide to Baldur's Gate signed. For my adventurous muse, our fates are bound, my wisdom vast, I dearly hope our kinship lasts. Deepest affections, Volothump Gedarm, poet, artist, savant, etc. A poorly drawn map of a city is captioned in flamboyant script. What follows is the most thorough and accurate account of the city and people of Baldur's Gate, the sordid gem of the Sword Coast. An editor's note in crimson ink follows, V. This volume is startlingly accurate save for the nonsense about the Black Dragon Gate. It is not alive, no matter how many vagrant hags claim otherwise. Commission someone else to draw the map. E. Well, he got a first-hand account of what happened. Case file 86846. Baldur's Gate versus Flynn Silver. Case for prosecution. Master Silver did, with forethought and without malice, kill William Lister and summon Simon Simi Tyrant at their home as part of an ungodly ritual to honor the dead three, or one of the dead three, the gods Bane, Baldur, Mercule. Case for the defense, I don't know nothing sick about gods. All I know is Bill and Simi were trying to cut me out of the deal, and they got what they had coming. But those symbols and stuff, and how their guts were arranged, I don't know nothing. Verdict, guilty. Sentence, death. Commuted to banishment so as not to anger higher powers. I think I've read that in one of the weird murder grounds underneath. Could I take these scrolls? I could. Scroll. A missive in Wither's hands, addressed to some unknown entity. Though you understand the alphabet, the script and the words themselves, the meaning eludes you. You glean only the impression of dark sun in white sky. And an offer? Or perhaps a warning? Is this a hint of what's to come? Dark sun in white sky. Dark sun in white sky. Oh god, everyone's gonna be thinking about that. Are we ready for our adventure to truly end?
Yes.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
Is that a hint at, future content? To the greatest friends I could dream of.
To you.